Your height is not stopping you from getting a girlfriend. Men have women that like them. You do. You maybe just don't want them. This is something that I have realized. Your height is not stopping you. A lot of men will come online and say, oh, women don't like short guys. Yeah, a lot of women prefer, not that they don't like, they prefer their boyfriends, their husbands to be taller. It's biological. But just because you are below average height or average height does not mean you cannot get a girlfriend, does not mean you cannot get a wife. I am 5'9", soaking wet. Okay. And I have never really struggled to get a girl. You get me? And as you can see, I'm not like, I don't think I'm going to win a modeling contract anytime soon. I'm not going to win a fitness contract anytime soon, but because I have realized that as a man, young or old, you have so many opportunities to present yourself. You understand me? Now, there are women that do not are not attracted to shorter men. Absolutely. I think that's obvious. That is public knowledge. But there are women out there that don't give a damn. They do not. And it's true. And you would agree with me that I am not lying. It is true. And this video is to address the men and your mindset. You see, a lot of how you perceive yourself starts in here. It starts in here. You have to learn as a man to create a positive messaging for yourself, regardless of what your physical limitations might be. Now, if you're a short man and you're below average, say you're below 5'8", you're 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", whatever, you have to understand that there are women out there that find you attractive. Your job is to find them. Your job is to become the best version of yourself. Right now, you may have to work harder. You may have to present yourself even more, but do what you must do, bro. Do what you have to do. One thing I do not like is victim mentality. It's one of the reasons why I think I rage against the incels, because you've just accepted doom. You've just accepted failure. You've just accepted being a reject. And a lot of you are not even rejects to the incels. You just brand yourself reject based on what you've seen other people experience. Okay. And that's no way to experience life as a man. You have to dare. Be a daring man. Be a man that tries to see how far he can go in this life. Become a better, a much more improved version of yourself. Are you hitting the gym? Are you working on yourself? Are you developing a personality? Are you being a man that people want to spend time with? Do you creep people out? Are you a magnet for people, men and women? Right. And this is something that I've noticed. If you're a man and you are below average in height, your best bet would be take care of yourself, but you have to accept who you are. And I know this is not the sexiest answer, but it's the truth. You need radical self acceptance. If you are below average as a man in terms of height, okay, you need radical self acceptance. It starts here. It starts here. It starts in the head. Even if you have muscles, you can have all the muscles in the world, you can have all the money in the world as a man. If you do not have radical self acceptance, it means nothing. It is futile. It starts with the mind, gentlemen. It starts with the head. How do you see yourself? How do you perceive yourself? Because again, you can have money, you can have power, but if you have a very low sense of self, if you have a negative self perception, it's no good. It's absolutely no good. Okay? Now, how can you have radical self-acceptance? I'm going to put some links in the description to guide you so that you can use that to do your own research. But I would just say off the top of my head, radical self-acceptance, how you can do that is, first, you need to look yourself in the mirror. You need to give yourself some grace, give yourself some appreciation. Ask yourself this question: can I change it? Can I not change it? If you can change it, okay. If you can change it, then do something about it. But if you cannot do something about it, then why worry about it? It's pointless. You can't change your height, can you? You can't change your height. If you're 5'3", you're 5'3". What are you gonna do? If you're 5'3", you're 5'3". What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? No, tell me. What are you gonna do? You can't change that. And if you cannot change something, accept it. That's it. I mean, there's no other way around it. So radical self-acceptance starts by looking at yourself in the mirror and embracing yourself, giving yourself the needed grace. Okay? This is where it starts. I also believe self-acceptance starts with understanding that there is somebody out there for you. That's it. Understand that there's somebody out there for you. If you are a man and you are below average in height, you need to also accept the fact that there are people out there that have it worse than you and they still have girlfriends. There are people out there that are worse than you, or quote unquote worse, and they have wives. There are men in wheelchair with wives and kids. There are men that don't walk straight with wives and kids. It's all there. It's all public knowledge for you guys to go see for yourselves, okay? Put yourself out there. Look for proof. I think another thing you could do for your self-acceptance, gentlemen, is to look for proof. Look for people that have it just as you have or have it worse than you, who were able to use their situation, who did not allow their situation to mess them up, and they still succeeded. Because if you look for everything, you'll find it. If you look for reasons to win, you'll find it. If you look for reasons to fail, you will also find it. The proof is always there. Look for men that were your height, who still had girlfriends, who still had women become attracted to them. Most successful men are not that tall, just so you know. Most world leaders are not that tall. No. You get me? So it is critical for you to understand that. Critical, okay? You're not defeated. Don't go through life as a shorter man who's below average in height to be defeated. Okay. Now I'm 5'8", I'm 5'9". To some women that's tall, to some women that's short. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care because I have had girls like me. I've had women like me, attracted to me. So it doesn't faze me. And I think as a man, once you get to that point where you've had women desire you, want you, spend time with you, date, sex, all that stuff, it slowly bleeds out the does she like tall guys? I don't care, because I have proof of having that work for me. Does that make sense? Now, I don't consider myself a short guy. I think I'm just bang on average. But to the guys out there, because I know it is a big topic within the men's community, men being very insecure about their heights, right? And I get it, because we live in a world where women are very vocal about what a man must become, what a man must be. You must be tall, you must be this. If you don't have this, don't talk to me. And women can get away with it. Women can get away with being incredibly mean to men publicly, and it's okay, right? So that's a double standard that we all have to deal with, right? But overall, there are women that don't care, and a lot of them, there's a large number of women out there that don't give a shit about how tall a guy is, as long as it's not that big of a deal. You get me? Yeah. So keep that in mind, okay? Have radical self-acceptance. Look for proof of men that have done exactly what you want to do in anything, not just height, outside height, in every single thing that you might want to do. Look for men that have achieved this, that are your heights, that look like you. This should give you less reasons to complain. This should give you less reasons to moan. Okay, guys, it is out there. I want you all to have a can-do mindset, a can-do spirit, because this is how you're going to live through life. This is how you're going to become successful, good people, successful men, successful young men, successful older men. If you don't have that mindset, you're going to just go through life in a pathetic form. And this is not something I want you guys to experience. This is something I don't want for myself either, and I don't want that to be your case. Push yourself, put yourself out there, see how far you can go. And I sincerely hope and wish it works out for you guys. And before I let you guys go, don't forget to subscribe, like this video. I'm going to be putting out, authentic content like this into the algorithm, and hopefully it reaches the right people, it reaches the right audience to encourage them, give them something to think about, gives you a mindset boost. And this is why the Growing Man podcast is here, right? We're here to learn, we're here to challenge, we're here to, open doors for collaboration and discussions. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, reach out to me in the comment section. I'll do my best to get back to you, and hopefully, we inspire ourselves. Cheers.